Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Kubica career mode here today around Japan. It appears I was right in the last episode, and it was Japan. I hope you all did enjoy the last episode. Obviously, we are now piling on the pressure on Mark Webber, who is the leader of the championship at the moment. We are, I think it was 7 points behind him, I think. So hopefully in this Grand Prix we can overtake him, and hopefully he has a bad race. But without further ado, let's get into the Japanese Grand Prix, and let's see what we can do.
Get the car off the jacks and start the engine. Let's get the car on the track.
So here we are then on the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix. For some reason starting in 10th behind our teammate. I have no idea why. But as we have 5 red lights, I'm assuming, and it is lights out. Now we go here for the Japanese Grand Prix. We've got a relatively good start. We're going to go into the first corner fairly cautiously, I think, because there's a lot of cars ahead of us. And the AI tend to be a bit weird on the first lap in the first corner. So we're going to take it very cautiously. And there's a car going around outside of us there, but luckily he doesn't bother to go for it, and we stay in 10th place. Moving on later to the end of that lap, then we've now caught up to our teammate as we run it a bit wide into 130R, but he brakes rather early going into the final chicane, and we just simply slide it past him, and we're now up into 9th place in the Grand Prix. Moving on to the beginning, well, near enough the beginning of lap 2, we are now right behind Fernando Alonso, who's once again having one of the worst seasons probably he's ever had in his career, apart from at the start. But we dive it down the inside of him here into the second Degner. That is the Degner, right? Yeah, that's Degner. And we're now up into 8th place in the Grand Prix, and now on the same lap towards the end, we're now right behind his teammate Felipe Massa, and we're going to go down the inside of here once again because the AI for some reason brake really early. No idea why. And that is us now into 7th place in the Grand Prix, and now moving on to the end of lap 3, the same place once again, 130R. Schumacher braking really early, diving it down the inside from a long way back. We make some contact, and we're now up into 6th place in the Grand Prix. So making some good progress here, some solid progress. Unfortunately, Rosberg kind of was a bit too far ahead, and coming into the pit stops now where our front tyres are basically dead. So we're going to come in and change them on lap 5 of the Grand Prix. So relatively, solid starts to the Grand Prix, starting 10th, and now up into, well, we're now up into 1st because everyone's pit ahead of me. But we were in 5th, 6th, I think it was. So it's been a solid start as the Utsi comes in ahead of us there. We get held slightly. 6.8 second pit stop isn't the best, but I think we've managed to jump some people. Unfortunately, Petrov came in behind me. I don't think I mentioned that. But Petrov came in behind me. So that was a bit unfortunate from him. As we now come out in 6th place in the Grand Prix, I think that's where we went into the pit stops. But moving on to halfway through that same lap, actually, we've now caught up to the back of Nico Rosberg, going through the 2 Degners, and now coming up to the hairpin just after the 2 Degners. We're going to dive it down the inside, and that is us up now into 5th place of the Grand Prix. So, it's a solid Grand Prix, and now all the back markers ahead of me have come in. I think they're all back markers anyway. Now we're up into 2nd place somehow. I don't know how we're up into 2nd place, and that's how the race finished. Coming around 130 after the final time, running it a bit wide there, and coming around the final chicane to finish 4.4 seconds behind the leader, Sebastian Vettel. I have no idea where everyone else went, but to come from 10th to finish 2nd place, I'm very happy with that. Good job.
Race, just fantastic. 18 points.
So the final men's classification then sees me finish 3.5 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel, sorry, so we closed up in that final lap. I can't see Mark Webber there whatsoever, as Rosberg and Schumacher finished behind me. Schumacher had a good race actually. Button, for some reason, is in 5th, I don't know why. Massa finished in 6th. Liuzzi and Buemi managed to get points. Webber's in 10th. What on earth has happened to all the front runners? That's Strange. Hamilton finished outside. Alonso down in 20th. What the hell's he doing there? I mean, that's a weird Grand Prix if I've ever seen one. Sorry for, I mean, that's a very strange race. I mean, unfortunately, not much happened in the second stint, simply because we're trying to catch Vettel. But the big news here is that we've taken the lead of the Drivers' Championship. 10 points ahead of Webber, and now Vettel is now in the fight as well. So, is Webber bottling this? Who knows? Obviously, the McLarens there, there's 2 points between them actually. They landed their own once again. And Alonso, because he finished in 20th place, is now dropped back behind the Mercs. So we're now ahead of the driver's standings. Hopefully we can keep this going. And in the constructors then, it's pretty much the same really. Not much has really changed. But if you have enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and a comment. And hopefully we can keep top spot in the driver standings from now on till the end of the series. But I will see you all next time. Goodbye.